My name is Angela Gartner from Northeast Ohio Parent. We are here today with Shaker Youth LEEDs, a group that consists of high school students from the Shaker community who are taking care of the environment. They're going to share with us today. We have Natalie, we have Ava, who are members, and we also have Kathleen, who is co-president. They're going to share with us the results of the Shaker Eco Challenge, and then also how families can help to continue to do a sustainable lifestyle. First, I'm going to go to Kathleen. Can you tell us a little bit more about your group?
Yeah, sure. So Shaker Youth LEEDs was founded in 2019 or 2020. I don't remember for sure, but we essentially work really closely with the Shaker Sustainability Council who support us. And we recently got a new budget for the 2022-2023 school year. And so we're really excited to put that to use. But essentially our group focuses on the LEED credits, which is a set of credits basically that cities can earn to become more sustainable through different rankings. And so we basically base most of our projects through that and really take a focus on promoting these LEED credits and promoting what they are throughout the community.
And why is it important to do this in the community?
It's really important to do this in the community because of how sustainability will impact the future directly and how it's important to take action now rather than later. And especially with youth growing up in Shaker Heights, it's really important that it's youth voices promoting these.
Well, tell us a little bit more about the Shaker Eco Challenge. I know it happens every April, correct?
Correct. And so it was founded in 2021, the 2020 to 2021 school year by the group members last year. And so it took a lot of brainstorming to come up with this idea. We were pretty stumped at first, but when it hit, we were like, oh, this is a really amazing thing we could do specifically within the Shaker Heights community so that we can target the issue and carry things out. And so they're based off of also LEED credits. And if I can list them off the top of my head, I believe they are ecology and natural resources, materials and resources. There's like 6 more, but I don't remember them off the top of my head, but you could Google these and find them out really soon. But essentially our Eco Challenge revolves around those LEED credits.
Well, tell us a little bit about what kind of challenges they do. What about you, Natalie? What kind of challenges did participants do this year?
We had a very broad range of challenges to try and include as many people as possible. So, for example, we had challenges for like researching watersheds or drawing pictures, which were great for like younger students. And then we also had challenges such as building rain barrels, installing solar panels, which are obviously very impactful. And it was very interesting to see our community get involved with those.
And did you have, how many participants did you have this year? And what was kind of the feedback from the challenge?
So if I remember correctly, we had around 90 participants, which is almost double of what we had last year. So it's really great to slowly see that increase, and it's going to hopefully build up in the coming years. And it's been really amazing to see the community get really active, because a lot of the time you're not really out all the time, but seeing that people are actually putting work towards creating a more sustainable future is really, really amazing. And it was especially cool to see how a lot of our participants were part of the middle school at Hathaway Brown. So seeing that younger generation, but also older generation being involved was really, really amazing.
Well, why is it important for youth like you guys to go ahead and start this trend to make sure that, people in the community do try to have a routine of a sustainable lifestyle, which is basically taking care of the environment?
Mm-hmm. Like I said previously, a lot of the future will be, taken care of by the youth when we grow up. So it's important that youth voices are kind of aware of what's going on now and that it's really carried out. And Ava, if you want to add anything.
Yeah, I just going off of what Kathleen said, it's important to build these sustainable habits now so you don't end up in a situation where, as adults, it's too little too late. And something else I really like about it is that it's building up from a smaller level. So, just focusing on these sustainable habits just in April, it's super easy to build off of that. And something else I liked about a lot of the challenges was they were really fun and things you can do year round. So, you know, building up those habits as something to do regularly is a really great practice to carry on to the future and to tell your friends about and stuff, and you can get more people involved.
Well, and to segue into that, you know, there's a lot of families this summer, and even though the challenge happens only in April, you know, the community should continue these to build off of, and making sure that and even if they haven't done it, to go ahead and start. And summer is a perfect time for families to do these kind of things. So what is some advice for families what are some advice and some activities that families can do to go ahead and start, you know, building a sustainable lifestyle, start, you know, creating those habits, and as a whole family, or just to, you know, help their kids to get started?
Mm-hmm. Summer is definitely a great time to kickstart sustainable habits, just because so much of our time is spent in nature when summer hits. And so I think like the top thing to do would be to spend as much time in nature as you can, and to take advantage of all the wonderful parks and kind of just natural spaces around you that the cities have provided, that have been built upon many years ago. And so definitely spend as much time in nature as you can. And spending time in nature means, you know, being sure that you have a reusable water bottle. I think that's like the next top thing to make sure you have in the summer. So use a reusable water bottle, and try your best not to use one of those plastic ones, just because they often do end up on the ground scattered around, which is not really great. And Natalie and Ava, do you have any other suggestions or advice?
Yeah, so one of my favorite challenges that we had in the Eco Challenge that's super fun to continue into the summer is going to a farmer's market. I actually work at a lab at Case, and every week we have a farmer's market there, and it's a super great way to go out and meet people in your community and see what local businesses you have. Another great thing to do in the summer is to start composting. I know it can be a challenge to do year-round in Cleveland, because in the wintertime no one wants to go out and maintain a compost bin in the snow and rain and whatever mixed weather we have, but the summer is a really great time to do that because it's nice outside, and it's a super easy thing you can start at home, and you can start at small scale. And definitely what Kathleen said, spending time in nature. And I think spending time in nature in your like own community too. If you have a community garden, or you have space at your own home to build start a garden, that's a really great habit to start building in the summertime.
Agreed. And just adding on to what Ava said about compost, in our area, people can check out Rust Belt Riders, which provides composting services if you're not willing to kind of do everything on your own. So just putting that out there.
What about you, Natalie? Do you have any advice for parents and families who might have wanted to start this, but they just don't know how to get it going?
Yeah, I think a really fun activity for families to do, and I know that I kind of grew up doing this, was gardening and starting your own garden, kind of like Ava was talking about. It's really great to plant native plants, as it helps the environment in a lot of different ways. So native plants, vegetables is a really great way to have something fun to look forward to. And you can obviously use that too to start your composting. And it's a really great way to just be outside in the summer, I think.
Well, and how can people learn more about, you know, the group? And then also, I know, how can people participate in the feature?
So our group mainly is based on Instagram, but we are hoping to spread to other platforms as well in the coming years. So you can find us on Instagram at Shaker Youth LEEDs. And in our bio, we have a space where you can click on our link tree, which links to our website, our website from last year, our Eco Challenge website, and a few other links that are really, really helpful if you want to learn more about the group. And in terms of being involved next year, I'd recommend that you really just stay updated via our Instagram, since we do post pretty regularly once the school year starts. And so you can find a lot of new updates and any new information that might be coming your way, but to also just kind of follow us on our website as well. We will be making new changes there, adding more information about our future projects. And so definitely Instagram is the best way to stay informed.
Well, I really appreciate you talking with us, Natalie, Ava, and Kathleen. I think it's really important to look at this and make sure that we keep talking about sustainable lifestyle and taking care of the environment. If you want to learn more, you can also go to northeastohioparent.com. Thank you all.
Thank you.